Negative capability is the ability to go, I don't know, I'm not certain. I don't have the answers. I'm able to be alive in the moment and go, it could be this, it could be that, it could be A, B, C, D, or E. I'm open, I'm looking. What is negative capability and how can one cultivate it? Or what is the importance of negative capability? But first you have to understand what it is. So negative capability is the ability to have two thoughts that kind of contradict each other at once. So a classic example, the person who invented the phrase was actually examining the plays of William Shakespeare. The man who invented the phrase is the poet John Keats. He was looking at the plays of William Shakespeare, and he looked at characters in his plays, and he decided that Shakespeare could look at a character and go, they can be both good and evil at the same time. I can judge them positively and negatively at the same time. And so he's able to open himself up to the possibility of, he's able to create characters who are more human, because all of us are a mix of good and evil qualities. There's no such thing as the perfect saint. There's no such thing as the perfectly evil person. We all are a mix of these qualities. And so negative capability is able to shut up your need for certainty, right? I know the answer. I know that this is right. I know that this is wrong. I know that this is what the world should be like. I know that this is how people should be, judging, all from this place of superiority. Negative capability is the ability to go, I don't know, I'm not certain. I don't have the answers. I'm able to be alive in the moment and go, it could be this, it could be that, it could be A, B, C, D, or E. I don't know. I'm open, I'm looking, okay? And if you're a writer, if you're an artist of any kind, it is the absolute essential quality to being creative, right? Because if you're so closed where you think you have all the answers, you create this kind of dogmatic political art that is boring, that nobody's interested in. But if you are open to life and you're able to say that things could be this way and that way at the same time, that you can hold two thoughts that contradict each other, which is negative capability according to John Keats, then you can be creative. Your ideas are fluid, they're open, they're in movement, okay? It's an incredibly important skill in any creative function, but it's also very critical in business. So let's say you have a business that you've started, you're an entrepreneur, and you're thinking about the future and where your business could go. If you're so certain, if you're so rigid, this is how I thought of it, this is where we're going, it's the straight line here, this is where we're going to get success and power, you're probably going to fail. But if you can go, I can go this direction or I can go that direction, they could both be very positive. They could both lead. Maybe I don't know the answer. Maybe I'm going to stop and pause and think about both possibilities at the same time. It triggers an openness in your brain. The gates open, the doors open. New creative thoughts can come in your head. So it's important in any kind of endeavor in life. How do you cultivate it? Well, that's the million-dollar question. The main thing is, the reason you aren't having negative capability is your anxiety. Anxiety is what closes you off. You will notice that most people in this life are so certain that they have the answer. They know what is correct. They know what is morally right. They know the answers. That is the disease of our time, certainty. But certainty comes from a great degree of anxiety because you're afraid of not knowing the answers. You're afraid of life itself. You're afraid of being open to other possibilities. By being certain, by knowing this is the correct answer. Robert Greene's books are evil. Robert Greene's books are wonderful. You're closing yourself off to the possibility that maybe they're not evil. Maybe they're not so wonderful. Maybe their life itself, things aren't just black and white. They're alive. There can be many things. But your anxiety, your insecurity, your need to have all the answers is a disease. It's infecting you. It's an emotional disease that's corrupting you from the inside out. And it comes from your anxiety. So let go. Don't feel like you have to know all of the answers. If you're faced with a predicament or a situation in which you have to make a decision, in your artwork, in your business. Be quiet, Claudius. That was my cat. If you're having a decision that you have to make, if you're at a crossroads, you don't have all the answers. You're open to another possibility. It could be A or B or C or D, and just let yourself.
For every lover, in the depths of the darkest night, your love shines through, a guiding light. With every heartbeat I feel your grace. In your warm embrace I find my place. Darling, don't cry, don't shed a tear, for I'll be your fortress, I'll always be near. Though storms may rage and oceans may roar, I'll stand by your side forevermore. Through the trials and the tests we face, our love will endure, it cannot be erased. So dry your eyes, my love, and take my hand. Together we'll conquer.
Be in that moment of things could be fluid, they could be this side or the other. And don't have that anxiety, and develop that over and over and over again, and you'll be able to develop negative capability. It will free you up and it will make you a much more creative person in life.